And there we are. They can see us. They can hear us. All the good stuff. Hi, people.
We're doing Penny Annie tonight, so no smelling us. We turned off those apps.
We turned that off. It's been a long weekend.
It has.
We were getting harassment complaints about the touch and feel app. So
The CDC said we had to turn the smell app off.
That's truth.
All right. Well, it's been a week, but we're back for some Shadowrun Cortex style. I'm broadcasting from my undisclosed bunker location, hunkered down.
The hunker bunker. The hunker bunker. That's what they call it.
That's exactly what it is. So we're back tonight playing some Shadowrun. Chuck, who are you playing?
Oh.
How many limbs have you lost? You know, all the good stuff.
Are we in the wrong spots?
I'm playing Ivan. Are we in this? Oh, yeah, we sure are. I'll fix that here in just a second. We are definitely in the wrong spot.
You have to intro whoever your name is under you.
Chuck got himself right, at least.
It's because I'm always in the same spot. You come over here and go over there. Anyway, I'll fix that later. Yeah, I'm Chuck. I'm playing Ivan tonight, our Russian mage. I like fire. I have some great detection spells. And I hopefully won't get killed when I go undercover again.
You hardly ever use those spells in a pervy way. That's what we like about Ivan.
Yeah, I do. I could, but I don't. And that's what counts.
Chooses not to, and that's what separates him. Brendan, who are you playing?
Yeah, I'm playing Falknar, who is an orc shaman with slightly electric, slightly trash city tendencies. So if he summons a wall of trash or some spectral rats, that's kind of his MO. That's what he does. That's what he likes.
Not afraid to use his powers to get kinky.
No, absolutely not. True. No, it takes after his namesake here, the person that is playing him, the avatar wielder. Definitely not afraid.
Nice. Jeff.
I'm playing Gantu Praboa. He's a dwarven street samurai with a heart of gold and limbs of chrome. He's got like a shotgun leg, and he's got a smashing arm, and he's got a winning smile. And he's been working on his grifting, and it's he's been getting a lot of friends. He's got a network. He's gonna have like 100 businesses. He really might be the Jeff Bezos of our Shadowrun universe in like 10 more years of this game. I think
he is the Shadowrunner trying to go legit. That's what it is.
Yep.
He's looking for that 9 to 5.
The last episode, he hasn't smashed anything for a while, and it just felt good to finally smash something. So yeah.
And Techno G, tell us about your player.
I'm playing Christopher from Two Old Guys Games. He's a human. I'm an elf. I'm a rigger. He's a writer. It's not similar at all. And have a bunch of stuff streaming on Twitch at All the RPGs. I'm 3 followers away from affiliate now.
Ooh.
Do you want to drop a link?
I will hit you up after, because I don't believe I have followed you yet.
All the RPGs. And I am playing Techno G, Gregorius, the Elven Rigger. Technology can overcome all, even though his family's background is totally certified organic. I drive the truck.
Truth.
I'm playing the
not Gantu's truck. Gantu drives Gantu's cleaning truck. I drive the van with all the junk in it.
Yeah.
Good, useful junk. Well, we'll handle plugs
and
later
the junk.
on.
And the junk on it, just a different kind of junk.
There you go.
Yeah. I have junk in my trunk, but I don't think that's quite the same thing.
There's orc junk on the outside of the van, which the police are the security forces are very offended by.
Well, it's a toss-up, because sometimes it just makes you blend in.
Right. I next time I'm going to put a dye into like holographic camouflage on that thing.
There you go.
Ooh, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
I dropped in the chat the link to all the RPGs. So
thank you very much.
If anyone wants to
nice.
hit that follow and get Christopher to 50. I realized I wasn't either. So
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
that will do it.
I'm
That'll get us
inching
there.
closer every day.
I just realized I hadn't followed you with my other like original Twitch account, not
Oh,
not
shit.
the Lollygaggers
Nice,
one.
nice.
So you're at 49.
Yeah,
I got you.
Wednesdays. Every other Wednesday we have Starcrawl right now, which is a little chaotic and crazy. And then we're starting up a pirate campaign on the other Wednesdays, and that crew will face off against another pirate crew on the Swashbucklers Thursday, every other Thursday on the Goodman Games official channel.
Oh, that's kick ass.
Oh, nice.
Look at all of
We're
us
gonna
getting shows
tie 'em
on
in
Goodman
together and
Games.
smash 'em up.
But that's all real life. What have you been doing in your fake lives? What happened last time?
Oh,
You
the
did end
notes.
up
My notes.
killing a few people on your hit list.
Is this the real life?
Is this just
It
fantasy?
might be. It might be
Easy come.
Easy go.
techno
We all
fantasy.
start saying,
I'll announce it here. All the RPGs is now at 50 followers.
"Hey,
there you
go.
all right!
All
Thank
right.
you very much, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Have
Good
a
night.
good one.
We'll see you later.
Done.
I have achieved what I needed. Bye." Hot diggity.
So, who'd you kill last time? You knocked at least one off your list.
Gotta get my notes.
I'm gonna find my notebook.
We killed. Was it Alail? Alair?
The edgelord.
It was the edgelord one. Which one's the
Yeah.
edgelord one?
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah, we shocked him. We shocked him by his own petard, essentially.
The done did.
Or was it
damn dirty.
Arendelle? No, I think it was Arendelle. Arendelle was the one with the small brownstone. No, that's the one we set the trap up in. Sorry.
Yeah, Arendelle is the one where there may be a fire elemental that's
Right.
about to kill him.
Right.
We don't know.
Right.
Not quite sure. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Alair was the one that was a 2-bit necromancer. He
Yep.
really wanted to be
Yep.
one.
I called him a dickromancer. I don't know why that's in my notes. I must have been drinking.
He had indigestion and other types of problems as well.
Just problems
Yeah.
all around.
Low
Yeah,
T.
but you're gonna have to come up with a plan real quick to get rid of more of them before they catch on that they're being hunted.
Oh man.
So
Didn't we leave off in the throes of the potential riot / protest,
Yep.
essentially?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I kind of feel
Oh
like
yeah.
shit was about to pop off. Yeah.
It's really about to pop off.
We had a tenuous plan about my trash elemental, Chuck potentially doing something. I know there was like a 3-pronged attack where it was basically like we're all gonna do the thing we're good at once and pray.
And then just run really fast and hope.
Yeah.
hope that it all works out in the end.
Yeah.
That's how most of it devolves to.
Yeah.
All right, good enough. Yes, you did in fact get a hold of Oscar, your trash elemental.
And didn't I tell him that these people were potentially like keeping kids from getting toys, or like I said something to ingratiate him to fucking with the right people, right?
Mm.
Yeah. You told him something to get him a little ticked off. That's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. What other plans did you have? So this is the peaceful protest, and actually nothing was going to go down from your APN members because, well, they called it off, but they didn't call off the protest. They just called off what was going
The
on
attack. Yeah.
to be covered by the protest, right? But still, even though there are some APN members here, you're not exactly sure at this point if all the members of the APN that are on your hit list are actually really talking to each other, because the two that are here really don't seem like they knew there was anything else being planned. They're here all about the protesting.
Yeah. It was very threw us for a little bit of a loop.
Yeah, they took two different vehicles down here. You guys split up a little bit. Death Edge was here,
Yep.
And Theron too, right?
and Theron. Yeah,
Am I in a safe place to use my comms with everybody right now?
you're always in a safe place to use
Okay.
your comms. They're little bone induction things. So yeah,
Okay, so the slightest whisper. All right, I'm gonna say, given that these two don't seem to know that things are called off, I'm starting to grow a little concerned that maybe they're getting thrown to the wolves by other members of their own faction tonight. Like maybe them starting shit and getting smacked down. There could be infighting. We don't know. So let's just be on the lookout for weird shit going sideways here.
Yeah.
This is copy.
Good idea.
right. Again, It's dark. You're in the middle of a protest. People are handing out stupid signs. It is, I mean, other than the fact that everybody's loaded down with some medieval weaponry, pretty peaceful. But of course, there's no other side really to do anything with. They're just here protesting the possible election of a dragon for a president.
That's not cool.
Or something.
Yeah.
A lot of the protesters seem confused as to what they're protesting about.
Oh, that sounds like real life.
Yeah.
Are we here to stop it or are we here to help it? I forget.
Yeah.
Just throw something.
Ooh, I like that idea.
It is about time to throw. We had a plan to throw something, right? We're going to throw something and kill these guys.
But what I was getting at is 2 of the members that you need to execute are here, and various members of you guys are split up between them.
Yeah.
So let's just start with Theron. Who was with Theron?
I don't remember which.
I know I was with Chuck. I know it was Chuck and I on one, I think.
We were the ones handing out the beer. Is that what we were doing?
That's right.
You were on the beer truck. So you guys were with Death Edge.
Okay.
Yeah.
And which one of them was the more militant of the 2? It's the one that Chuck and Gantu are with, right? Ivan and Gantu?
It depends. Well, it depends on what you mean by militant. Death Edge is all about the violence, and he doesn't really have an agenda. He just wants to stir some shit up.
That's the one I was trying to think of there. Okay, so they're with him. Okay.
Theron seems to be more of the tactician. He's about the violence, but he's about wielding it like a scalpel.
Okay.
He has definitely an agenda in mind, and he's here to make sure that when he decides what needs to be excised, that he can put those forces to good use. So he is scouting the crowd. He's looking, he's definitely helping to hype everybody up. Again, you're not really sure why, because other than some property destruction, there's not really anybody here that's going to really be affected by this.
Yeah.
I mean, you were in the place that they were protesting. There was just a couple of guys that clock out at 6 o'clock. It's not like they're around.
Do we know if there's any other businesses? Is there anything? I can't remember the area. Are there other businesses in the area?
There are. Most of them have closed down. The few that are still opened, there's a couple of bars, for instance, where people are kind of loitering around outside with their beers and cocktails, just kind of watching to see what's going to go on. Really, that's it.
Okay.
You don't even hear sirens. You don't see like a police presence, but nothing's really happened so far except for a bunch of yahoos yelling at an empty building.
Okay.
This is great.
So strange.
That's
Like they didn't get the memo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, I don't know what to do here. Like, what is the plan? We have to kill these 2, and we are surrounded by witnesses.
We are, but that many people also provide a great distraction as well.
All right, where we gonna?
A smoke bomb or something?
We do have a couple smoke bombs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was going to be our plan.
Yeah, I thought the plan was like a little mass confusion, but hopefully not hurting anyone. Just some smoke bombs, and then using Oscar to at least take one of them out. But I can't remember what Ivan's side of the plan was, because your fire elemental is still with Arendelle, right?
Right.
Waiting for.
Yeah.
He's at his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tossing a yo-yo while it waits,
Eating a Go-Gurt, tossing a yo-yo, just waiting.
Waiting for sunrise. Yeah.
That's right.
I do have fireball. We could just start, really fucking shit up.
We could do that. Like once we start throwing smoke grenades we could always do the classic. Let's try to get you out of this, man. Come on, man. Before you can't get caught up in this and just try to take him down like an alley or something.
Get him down an alley. Yeah.
I like
While
that.
you guys are conversing, the night air, previously filled with a bunch of slogans being shouted out and half drunkenly at that, the night is disturbed by the sounds of revving engines, screeching tires, and from the alleyways and the pathways between the buildings that are around you. So you guys are in a city block, and the area you are is pretty much central to the block. Okay. Mm-hmm. Around you are various businesses. This is all say a low end of town, but it's certainly not one that's well patrolled by police. People here aren't paying a lot of money to get special protection either, as far as you guys know. But through the alleys and the streets that go from the buildings around you, motorcycles start flooding in. And on these motorcycles are, they all look like elves and dressed in green and orange. And it's automatic. You guys all absolutely know that this is the Go Gang, the Halloweeners. They're all about the ultra violence. They're all about, elven purity as well. And they're here to party. And when I mean party, I mean bust in some teeth. They're also wielding some rather medieval weaponry, chains, maces. Some of them on their motorcycles even have their lances out.
Oh, wow.
And they start revving their engines at the intersections, and then squeal of tires, rubber laid on the road as they just mow into the crowds.
Ooh, excellent.
And when this happens, almost in cue, almost like he expected it to happen, Death Edge kicks the keg over, hoists up on his shoulder this grenade launcher, and just starts boom, boom, just lobbing grenades at the incoming motorcycles, and just starts haranguing the crowd to attack and take up arms. And he's really just getting everybody into a frothing frenzy. It's a madhouse. What are you guys doing? I mean, the bikes are literally plowing into the crowd. The guy that's got the lance has got a few people impaled on it. It's just heavy enough that the tip's starting to fall towards the ground. He's got the other hand there trying to hold it up.
Oh, man.
Trying to get one more on the end of that spear. And it's a melee. It's a brawl. As they're going at it.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. This is easy. I cast Flame Strike right at Death Edge.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Make that happen, Chuck.
Shit's
You're going to
going down.
Ashley.
have initiative. You made the action, so you go for it.
All right, we're going to do that there.
Aim strike and then drone strike.
There you go.
Don't mind my roll.
Okay.
That's just Death Ed's personal dice I'm going to put in my pool here.
All right, this is giving me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5 dice. Ooh, 9's the best I got.
Yeah. So tell me what the 2 dice you're using to make your to make the difficulty, and then what your result die is.
I'm doing the D6 4 and that 5 to get my difficulty of a 9. And then I'm going to use my D8 for the effect.
Okay. D8 is a solid amount of damage. Now, this is more than just a thug, so you're going to have to roll this guy over a D12, but you could potentially take him out first thing. He is going to try and defend by just jumping the fuck out of the way. That's what he's doing.
Okay.
All right. See if I can roll these dice here. Why won't you roll? Come on. Well. I don't want to roll. Okay, I'm going to put this in by hand. Okay. Oh, there's a 1. You will get a chip there. There you go. So I've got to beat a 9?
A 9.
Well, I can do that. I can make a 10. So, So a 10 definitely beat that. And so he jumps off the truck. He keeps hold of since I do have an action die there, he keeps hold of the grenade launcher, though, as he goes for the ground. Didn't necessarily see you do it, but he definitely saw the flame coming at him through his peripherals. Who goes next?
Gantu.
Okay.
Gantu?
Okay, so I guess let's just do this. So I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna smash him. I'm just gonna run in with my own fist thing and just try to brain him.
I'm sorry. Were you on Death Edge or were you on?
I was on Death
Edge.
Edge. Yeah, I was on Death Edge.
All right, yeah. So he's rolled on the ground. You're already down there, and you're just going to try and.
Okay. I guess for two. All right. So
You hear over the comms just me lamenting like he was so close to going straight. Like about you can't do it. My poor boy.
so let me get all my dice. This is the one thing I'm halfway decent at. Let's see. Oh, just so many things. All right. There we go.
All right, so you set the difficulty and tell me what your the die is that you're putting towards your damage.
A couple of them didn't roll, but
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll them. I'm good.
I think I'm just checking to see which ones I'm missing. Missing 1d8. So, okay, so I'm gonna go with a 16 difficulty, and
Nice.
and I'm sorry, no. So we want a D12 kicker, right? So I'm gonna go with a 14 difficulty and a D12 effect die.
Okay, nice. If that goes through, a D12 is enough to take him out. This is the second attack in the same round that he's had to defend against. So I have to drop a die. Just telling you how that works. So he's rolling his pool now. He does to defend against a what?
It was a 14.
Okay, so I'm going to spend one of my die so that he's able to add in his all three of his dice, which means that he will make it. And so he rolls out of the way. Unfortunately, since you're right there and this is a melee, he does see that it's you.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
Who's next?
Cat's out of the bag now. Can we give the other side, or are we like splitting?
You
This
just
is
say who goes next. So it's either your team,
Okay.
somebody on your team, or the bad guys.
All right, our team, I would think. So Bob, Falk, probably, since you got the trash thing. The trash.
All right.
elemental.
So Faulkner is going to take this opportunity to think about Theron and think about Oscar and think about how Oscar really might hate a gang of people on bikes disrupting this poor crowd of people attempting to take over this space for toys once again in the city. And I'm going to try to convince Oscar that that's what's happening. And his best bet is to smash Theron flat as a pancake and then go after the people on bikes.
Nice. All right. So the way that this works is that Oscar is just an effect die for you.
Right.
But
He's a D6 asset right now, right? Yeah.
But your action is actually convincing. So make me a
Right.
pool to convince, throw
Yep.
him in there as a D6, and
Yep.
make me a roll.
Okay,
and again,
cool.
third attack in the same round. So my guys is going to be down another die.
Okay. All right. And with that in mind, I'm spending a karma to add a D6 distinction to my pool too.
Okay.
And that's going to be that I'm sneaky, greedy, and duplicitous because I'm being underhanded with Oscar here a bit. And that is my current pool.
Right. So you're 1, so I add that to my pool. And now you need to tell me the 2 dice you're choosing for the difficulty and what are you keeping for
The effect die. The difficulty, I'll do the D10 and the D8, so that'll be 15, and the D12 will be my effect die.
Okay. And I just pulled off one of your chips there.
Yep.
All right.
Thank
So again, you have a what for the difficulty? A 12?
you. 15.
15. Okay. Well, here we go. No, that is not going to do it. Right. So if your effect die is a D12,
It is,
tell
yeah.
me how Oscar ends Mr. Death Edge.
So Oscar hears this story of woe about how these bad men are responsible.
I'm sorry. This attack was on Theron, not Death
Theron.
Edge.
Theron,
so
not Death
he
Edge,
actually
yeah.
has more dice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, no worries.
Yeah.
So Oscar just put some fear in Theron with this D12 of rolls.
No, I can't make it. So he still kills him. Still kills
Oh,
him.
nice.
Awesome.
Wow.
Oscar, this terrible man is solely responsible for a discreet lack of toys in the city. Everything they're doing here is attempting to reduce the amount of toys in children's hands. Both this scumbag and all those scumbags on motorcycles need to get popped in the way any bag would, with your big, meaty, trashy boots. And then he goes down, I guess.
Sure. Being an earth elemental, what happens is this concrete beneath Theron erupts and a spear goes through his backside, out through his mouth, and he's just kind of hanging there like a piece of meat on a spit.
I love it.
All right, who's next?
I walk up to Theron and I say, "Therein lies your problem, my good friend." And before, I don't want to give the baddies 2 rounds in a row, so I think I'm going to opt to have them go next before Techno.
All right, sounds good. In which case, we are going to do Death Edge first, and he sees Gontu there, who just tried to put a boot up his ass. So he is going to return that favor by he just takes the barrel of his grenade launcher, just puts it right up to your chest, and pulls the trigger.
Oh God.
That's what he's going to attempt.
Okay.
All right, now as this is an action and not a defense, he gets his full pool. Why can't I roll that? Down 1 dice since I spent 1. Best I can come up with is a 10 with a D6 effect die.
So I roll defense now, right? So I get.
Yeah, tell me how you defend, and then yes, roll defense.
So I have dermal plating as an asset, and I figure vitality, and I feel like Street Samurai comes into play here, as it's sort of a combat situation. So that's what I'm thinking.
Sounds good.
And that's what do I got to beat?
A 10.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, no problem. Yeah. So do you just kind of tough it out?
Yeah, I think it just kind of bounces right off my chest.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, he pulls the trigger and you feel a thump into your chest, but then it just rolls back down into the barrel of the gun.
Oh,
That ain't
awesome.
it, son. That ain't it.
Freaking badass.
So good.
Techno G will be next. Well, actually, what's going to go on in the background is, the Halloweeners are going to just proceed to just slaughter these poor chodes. Halloweeners are a very violent and knowledgeable street gang. Most of them are paramilitary, so they're just mowing down these poor chodes that are mostly just street trash, having fun while they're doing it. Yep, so that's mostly what's happening with the rest of the guys going on. I'm going to roll something here just to see if anyone saw you guys trying to take out their leaders. Nope.
Nice.
So Techno G, you're next.
Our dude's dead. Skewered by Oscar, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll send drones over to assist against Death Edge.
Death Edge, yeah. Go for it.
All right. Gonna use hitter, I guess, or hacker. No, hitter, I guess, because I'm attacking with the drones. All right. 3d8 and a d4. Roll the pool. Ooh, I got a 1 there for you.
Yep.
But I can do. Oh, I can do an 11, and then the effect die is a d8.
Okay. Well, he's down to only 2 dice he can do. 11 he can't make. So what's your effect die?
D8.
D8. Okay, so I'm going to spend one of the dice out of my pool so that he will continue to fight on instead of being taken out immediately, but he has a D8 injury.
Okay.
All right, who's next?
He goes again, right?
Yeah, he's the end of the chain, so it's you again. Techno G. So your drones are just firing at him. You see some of them are doing damage, some of them are just bouncing off. He must have some armor underneath that skin, some dermal plating maybe.
I'm gonna just have him keep firing again.
Yeah, go ahead. Same pool.
Ooh, much better roll. Ooh. Let's see. That's I can do. Well, they're all D8s. All right, so 14 with a D8
14.
effect.
Sure, he can't beat that, so he gets staged up from a D8 to a D10. So it does some more damage to them. And who goes next?
Gantu's right next to him, right? Because you
Yeah,
just shot
it's
you in the
pretty
chest.
close.
All right. Hope I didn't shoot you. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So seeing I'm a little dazed, I'm just going to try, after I said, that ain't it, but this is. And then I want to just going to smash down at him once more with my fist. So still missing that last die, but I got it. All right, so that's not a great roll. Guess the 9 with the D12. Can I spend a point or anything to add another die? No, I can't.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. You can
total?
spend. Yeah, so you can choose to add a third into your total.
Okay.
Third die.
I'll do that to take it to a 12, and then with a D12 effect.
All right. So you guys rolled some ones. Death Edge here has gotten his second win, so he's got a much larger pool now. Second attack in the round, though, so I will drop him by a die. Let's see, he'll drop that one. Oh, he cannot do that. And I'm just going to leave your point there. I haven't taken it off yet, so I'm just going to leave it on there since I rolled the 1. And so what's your effect die?
D12.
D12. Yep. How's he taken out?
So yeah, I'm going to take the fist and I'm going to smash him right in the middle of his chest and just cave his chest in on him in the way that he tried to shoot a grenade. And then I will wipe off his matter on his Death Edge cloak or coat or whatever nonsense he's wearing.
All right. You still are in the middle of a brawl, however. Who's next?
Let's see. Ivan, I think it's been
Sure.
a while.
Yeah, so our 2 targets are done.
It's just a matter of getting out of a war zone now.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and I've got my smoke bomb. I'm going to go ahead and pop it off and, toss it kind of into the group. Hopefully causing a little more chaos. That way we can slip out undetected.
So you're making a distraction is what
Yes,
you're
absolutely.
You're doing. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and roll your pool.
Okay.
And so the difficulty will be how well they have to do to see through this. But what I'm trying to say is whatever you pick as your effect die doesn't really matter that much.
Okay. I think, yeah, it's not going to be a large pool for this, but that's okay. Yeah, so I can do an 11.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So you toss your smoke grenade. Starts even more confusion as the place really quickly starts to fume. This is like must have been one of the party favor ones because it's got like orange and green and purple smoke just going all over the place. It's like you're in the middle of a techno mosh pit or something going on. Who's next?
Oh yeah. Let's go with Technology already went. I don't want. We'll go with the baddies. The
right.
crowd at large.
Okay, so the ones that are remaining are going to see if they can see through the smoke to see what's going on, who did this, that sort of thing. The pool is pretty big right now. So yeah, I can get a 16 with effect item 9. Okay, so what happens is a few of the motorcycles start circling and a few of them throw down like little IR reticles and start looking around. And they definitely seem to have cued in that there's some sorcery being thrown. Halloweeners are notoriously not very happy with spellcasters. So those bikes start coming in your direction, Chuck.
Ooh.
So 2 bikes peel off and they're coming towards Ivan, and they don't mess around when mages are involved. So they're going to unload with some automatic weaponry at you as they're coming by.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I can handle
remember
that.
what I said that these guys were professionals?
Everyone has an off day,
That's 3 chips for you, and the best I can do is come up with a 4, but you still have to defend against it.
Okay.
Hail of bullet fire coming your way.
Okay, I'll go ahead and get that rolled up. I'll get a D8 for agility. Oh, what is that? Yeah. Here we go. God, I hope I can beat a 4. That'll be okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so you might be just dive behind a car or
Yeah,
something as
that's
it
it.
just lights up the area around you.
Yeah.
But at least a few of these bikers are on to that something is going on. Just 2 of them. Everyone else in the crowd seems to be involved in killing one another. Falk's next.
So one of my assets is a filtration system for gas and toxins, which I'm going to use to not cough my head off in the middle of the smoke bombs, and try to use summon city spirits to build a trash wall between these Halloweeners and Chuck, so he can get the hell out of here during this one turn. So
Sure, yeah.
okay,
Make me some magic there.
okay. I'm not spending to add anything additional. Mastermind and intelligence are my 2 approach and attribute. And let's see, distinction, asset. Okay, that is my roll.
Okay, so in this case, your difficulty number doesn't matter as much as your effect die matters, because Chuck will get that die for defense.
I see.
You did roll a 1 though, so we're going to
Yeah.
add that to the Doom pool.
Okay. I'm going to use the 3 and the 6 for 9 as my total, and the D12 is the effect die.
All right. So Chuck, you've got an extra D12 in defending and using that wall to your advantage.
Okay. Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah. So this wall of trash just appears between the Halloweeners and Ivan. So who's next, Falk?
I think that's the turn order, isn't it? I think I might be going again.
Yeah, that's everybody.
Okay, cool. So with that in mind, I'm going to use my other D6 asset, which is my hand razors and knives. I'm going to do something a little different for Falk. He's going to just reach out and touch someone for a change and swipe at one of the guys that might be like maybe struggling with too many bodies on a lance, let's say. Something like that. He's going to try to find the lowest hanging fruit, your decision, Bert, and try to just swipe someone across the neck.
Don't forget, you guys have personal communicators, so you can talk between each other. It's like, because Ivan created the fog so you can escape, but he didn't really communicate that to anyone. Just a reminder, you can table talk.
Okay.
So.
Cool. I'm going to say I put up a wall of trash between you and most of the Halloweeners, Ivan, but I'm going to reach out and touch someone myself for a change. And let's see, approach would be hitter, which is not great for me, but I just want to have some fun, y'all. And strength, which is also not great for me, but again, I just want to get my fingers dirty. I don't like these guys. And I'm going to spend a karma to add an asset die to this because, again, these aren't my best things. And it's going to be for being an orc because I am just embracing my inner slashy right now.
Okay.
Oof. Okay, so I'm going to say...
That's a lot of 1s.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
I'm gonna say 9 for what needs to be beat, and a D8 is my effect.
Okay, well, you get 2 tokens back, and you said an 8.
Yeah, 9 for my total, and
either way, I can defend against that.
Yeah.
So he's pretty good at using this whole bike thing. So he puts the bike into a slide, and so he just goes right under your claws as you swipe above him, and then he wrenches the bike back up, and he starts to loop back around. Who's next?
I'm gonna go with. Let's see. Ivan was under fire. Gantu is free and a heavy hitter. I'm gonna go with Gantu.
Okay.
Sure. So if I see this other one that's sort of bearing down, I'm going to I'm going to sort of charge and see if I can tackle him off the bike.
So you're going after one of the go-gangers, one of the guys on the bikes. Yeah, there's plenty of them. They're all around. So you can
whatever was going after Ivan, the 2 that peeled off to
Okay, sure. Yeah, you're closest to them anyway. Okay. So go for it.
All right. I mean, my dice pool's basically the same.
Now notice how the Doom pool is growing.
Right.
So the longer you're in combat, the worse it gets for you guys.
Okay. All right. So, and I got an extra D6 that's still not playing for some reason. Looks like 11. I want to get this over with, so I'm going to spend a point to go to 14 with a D12 effect die.
Okay, 14. All right, so you do get a chip.
Jeez.
Oh, actually, you just spent one, so it's the same.
Yeah.
Pushes there.
So watch.
All right. So what was your effect die again?
D12.
And it was what for your defense?
My attack was 14.
Okay, so yeah, they can easily defend
Yeah.
against that without a problem at all. All right, yeah. He just guns the bike to get out of your range.
Okay.
So who's next?
I guess. I mean, Techno G. Maybe you can do something about these bike. I don't know if they're old Harleys or if they're like newfound tech or something. But Techno G.
All right. Yeah. If I do a quick.
I'll give that to you. I'll give that to you because your drones would have been doing some sensing. Nah, these are gas guzzling Harleys. They're not only are the motorcycles not teched up, they aren't either. They're very not into that.
All right. I'm gonna have the drones try to start carving a path for us to exit the area. So wherever we are,
Okay.
So the van, the truck that we brought the beer and stuff in, we could just take that.
You can, yeah.
I've got the
Ivan's probably hiding behind it right now.
Yeah. I am.
Okay, so what's going to go on is you're not going to roll, but anyone that's trying to get through that path that you're making, they can add your drone die to their pool to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a D8.
D8. Right. So who's next? They haven't gone yet either. So.
Bad guys and Chuck haven't gone, huh?
Yeah.
So we don't want them to go twice. Them and then Chuck will go twice.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. The bad guys.
Bad guys. Okay. The two cyclists that were on Ivan, now that they're stymied by this roll, one of them just pulls up, stops his bike, kicks the kickstand, rummages around, pulls out a grenade, lobs it over.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Can I shoot that out of the air?
All right. I'm going to save some dice in this pool here. So. Okay. So I'm going to make it an 11 with a 10 D10 effect.
Ooh. All right.
You know what? I've got dice to blow since you guys have been so nice about giving me dice. I'm going to toss that, and I'm going to make this, instead of an 11, it's going to be a 15 with a D8.
Killing me, man. Maybe literally.
Actually, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
14. I can't. I want to keep the D8, so it's the D6. So 14 is your difficulty to avoid this grenade in the area of effect, and it will do a D8 damage if you are caught in it.
Okay. Friend, in your wall was a 12?
It was, yeah.
Okay, cool. That might be what saves my life here.
I wonder what happened to Chuck.
Wow, that 11 did it.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that was great.
Since it was the D12, which was the wall, what happens is he just doesn't quite get the lob, and it tinks around the top edge of the wall. It's like circling the drain. You're watching to see which way it's going to fall, and it falls back on his end, making him have to run out of the way.
Nice.
All right, so that's one on their side. So there were, let's see here. I'll roll for this.
And so, quick question, Bert, and might be kind of moot with the system changing soon, but out of intellectual curiosity, I have Oscar as a D6 permanent that I spent the points to make permanent. How often can I invoke Oscar?
As long as you tell me in the narrative how he's being used.
Okay.
You invoke him as much as you want.
Okay.
All right. So 3 bikers pull off, and they're kind of looking for targets. Most of the protesters are en route. Enough of them have been killed that the anger has been stomped out of them, and now it's just turned to cold fear. And most of them are just scattering. So they're looking around to see who's tough and who still wants some. Gantu's just standing there. So 3 of them are just going to run you down. One of them actually has a lance out. The other 2 have got chained to this big iron ball on the end that they're circling over the heads as they rush towards you.
Bring it, bitches. Let's go.
All right, let's see what I got here. Save some dice back so I can include if I need to. All right, so again, 2, you're going to get a chip for that. And I'm going to say, though, it's going to be a 15 with a D8 as the effect.
All right. Well, do you use approach die in defense at all?
You can. Yeah.
Okay.
You just have to swing it as to how that works in the narrative. And you know what? No, we're good. Go ahead.
I think I'm gonna. I mean, like, if they're coming at me with a lance, like
and 2 flails.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not diving out of the way. I'm standing there with my sturdiness. I got my hammer ready, and I'm gonna try to kind of parry it away and take the brunt of some of the other hits with the dermal plating. That's how I see it in my head.
I can see it now. Like, you're gonna like step on the lance tip so the tip goes down, and then just beat one of the other guys.
Bop him on the head.
Go for it.
Is there a limit to how many die I can have in a defense roll?
Nope. As long as each die is taken from a different category of dice.
All right. So, string. I think Street Samurai. It's basically the same pool. Okay. Here we go. I can get to 17.
Yeah, you did it then. Yeah.
Okay.
15 was the limit. So what does that look like?
Okay, so he's coming in, and the lance will go in first, and that's just going to harmlessly, like, I'm just going to turn it aside with my beautiful chest, and then as one of the flails come down, I'm gonna like kind of put the hammer up and let the flail wrap around it, and just kind of pull him a bit, so the blight kind of swerves and bumps into the other guy, and the two of them kind of just happens to bounce right around me perfectly. I'm a stone in the middle of a river.
So how you can do damage back on a defense roll, by the way, is if your defense check, the number that you choose, is at least 6 points higher than what their attack is, you can actually do damage back. Unfortunately, not close enough, but you disrupt them, you don't take any damage.
Yeah.
The rest of the gangers just they're starting to run down the protesters. And the whole place is like there's smoke everywhere, multicolored smoke. You guys start hearing sirens in the way distance. And I guess next is going to be Ivan.
Yeah, I'll knowing that the drones are giving us a path of escape, I'm going to hop in that truck and get it going and move in a way that I can start picking people up.
All right. Yeah. Sounds good. You don't need to roll anything just yet since you're slowing down. But when you make the exit, you'll be able to. So there's a little lull right now. So if all of you want to say that you just pile into the van, and again, you all have communications with one another, you can do that. Is anyone staying behind for any reason?
Let us make tree and leaf this place.
All right. In which case, Chuck, I want you to make the drive check.
Oh my gosh.
You can use the drone die because it's providing cover fire.
Okay. And that was what was the drone
die?
die?
It was a D12.
D12.
So right, Techno G, your drones?
My drones are a D8.
D8.
Okay, cool.
So D8.
I like to think Falk has to like drag me away. I'm like, let me at him. I ain't done yet.
I'm gonna say to you as you do that, like, I know I almost hit someone with my bare hands too. It was wonderful.
Just gets the blood pumping.
I understand why you do this now.
You see? Yeah.
Ooh. I am. What does it do that? Anyway, that's. Yeah, 9.
Okay, a 9. All right. Let's see here. Let's save some dice. So let's roll these. All right. Okay, so you make it mostly out of the area. You certainly clear the fog. The drones above are keeping some of the gangers at bay. But it sounds like a couple of them are on your trail. You didn't shake them all. Let's see how many are following you. Just one lone biker is following you. So you jet in the truck. just one lone Halloweener is just got a taste for a little ultra violence and wants to share that with you.
Okay.
But otherwise, you're leaving the havoc behind you. You're on an open bit of road. Smoke is cleared. What are we doing?
I would kick it to Techno.
All right, G.
I would look at the truck, drive away, and I was like, oh, I was going to do that.
Oh, you didn't jump in the truck?
Did I?
Yeah, we all jumped in. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then I will have the drones come and swarm and take out our friend who is following us.
All right. Make me an attack pool then.
That will be D8. Same thing. D8, D4, D8. All right. Oh!
Ooh, there you go.
It doesn't really matter. 15 with a D8.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, 2 points for me.
Yep. All right, let's see. That's technology. Yep. Okay, so let's see. I definitely don't make that, and I don't want to blow any more of my dice. So, good enough. How does he go out? Well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to have him killed. I'm going to blow a die so that he's not dead. And what's the damage die?
A D8.
Or D8. Okay, so it does some damage to him. Some of the shots go into the motorcycle. Some of them hit him directly. He just has this look on his face like, yeah, the pain. I love the pain.
Oh, well, I made his day for him.
Yeah. So he's still on your trail. He's falling a little behind because the bike's taking some damage. Who's next?
Who did Chuck start this?
I did.
I've lost
I
track.
did. Yeah, it was
Okay,
you and I
okay.
so far.
Yeah, Chuck.
All right.
Chuck's.
Man, who wants to take out a motorcycle gang member? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Started. I'll give it a shot. I was having some fun with the slashing earlier. I kind of would like to maybe hurt someone.
Go for it. Take him out.
With that in mind, I'm going to say, however, did learn not the best to do it directly. Oscar, and I'm going to yell for Oscar.
All right.
And I'm going to spend one of my points to add Oscar's dice to this pool.
Sure. I'm going to say that probably only this round, and you're going to be out of his area.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. I'll see if I get to have a fun little brief conversation with Oscar then.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
make your
going to go
pool.
with 12 for my total, and my D12 as my effect die.
You had 13, I think, can't you?
Can I? Oh, yeah.
6 and a 7.
Yeah, you're right. I missed that 6 on the bottom. Thank you, Jeff.
Okay. There's another one. All right. So what's your what do I need to beat?
13 is what you need to beat.
13. Well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to blow another die.
Okay.
And I'm going to select another one of mine to get to 11, to get to a 14.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, there we go. Yep, just thinking. So all right, no damage at all that round. He does avoid it and keeps after you. He's just got this manic bloodlust look to his face.
Okay.
He's going to get him some one way or another.
Yeah, Oscar's no slouch, but this guy is a bit of a grouch, so he just avoided me. That's fine. All
right, who's next?
Next, I think my buddy I hopped into the van with. I'm gonna go with Gantu next. We were next to each other. Let's see. Take a gander, Gantu.
All right. So I got a gun in my leg. So we're in a truck. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kick my leg out. You know, it looks like I'm doing like the Elaine dance from Seinfeld, but in fact, I'm just shooting at him as he's coming behind us.
So you point your foot at him.
I'm just gonna point my foot at him. It's gonna be great, and then my thumb goes like that for no reason. It's gonna be great. So
Does your big toe have like a little aiming reticle on the end of it?
it does now. It's perfect. All right.
Nice.
Let's see. We'll just make it. Let's go Yeah, let's go for the 15 and the D8 effect.
Okay. 15, huh? Oh boy, man! I really want to get him in there, so I'm gonna blow it again so that I can
Okay.
achieve a 15. Yeah. So he's pretty good with his bike. He actually does he pops it up so that he does a wheelie, and your shot just goes right where his front wheels would have been, and then he plops it back down, and he does the.
I actually kind of like this guy. Can we recruit him?
I was just thinking that.
Yeah. I say to Oscar, like, he's really good. He's really, really good, Oscar.
So yeah, who's next? He hasn't gone yet, and I think
it's him actually.
that's it. Oh yes,
he gets 2 in a
he
row.
gets 2 actions.
Thought
All
we'd
right.
get him, but we didn't.
So his action,
Cockiness.
since he gets 2, his action is going to be to close, to leap off of his bike into the back of that truck.
Oh,
I really like this guy.
we should really offer him a job.
Let's just
I'm
knock
gonna-
him out.
I'm gonna reach out and grab him, help him. Come on in, buddy. You're on the team now.
Oh man. That sucks.
he misses, and his own motorcycle runs him over.
Well, let's see what I can. Well,
He did everything right, but sometimes fate just intervenes.
It's that last step that's the hardest.
All right.
Ned
So what's
Ryerson.
he only got a 7, but to keep him from getting that would be a success. But Chuck, you're driving.
I
So
am.
if you see him in your rear view and you want to juke and jive, you can do that.
I'll give it a shot. Yeah. I'll do agility and thief because I'm driving it like I stole it, and rash decision. Yeah. Let's see. That'll be an 8, a 10, and my
Let's
rash
see.
decision's a 6. Okay. 11.
All right. So he doesn't attain it. Yeah. So he's going to try to do the same thing on his second action. Then he's going to try this one more time. All right. That's better.
Mm.
Yeah. So I don't want to blow any dice, so I'm just going to make it a 13.
Okay.
Again, Chuck, you are still driving, so you can try and keep, or you can let him board. It's up to you whether or not you want to try and maneuver or not.
I'll try again. What's the worst that's going to happen is I fail and it gets on anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah. And you get a D6.
I do indeed. So he's on board. So as soon as he gets on board, he pulls these 2 tomahawks off the back holster he's got. And he's like, "Gonna get me some," because of course Gantu's next.
All right, buddy. If you don't want to be part of us, just gonna have to smash.
Well,
the
no
shit
one's actually made him the offer that he could hear.
That's true.
but-
That's true.
I have this strange feeling that he's gonna say no. So are we on a pickup? Is it a pickup truck?
Pickup truck.
All right. Okay. I'm just gonna smash him at this point. He made the mistake of getting closer. So let me adjust something slightly.
He's got bullet holes in him. He's taking
Yeah.
some damage already. He's just got this mad bloodlust on his face, though.
I have a lot of respect for the guy. I really, really do. I like his gumption. But I'm just gonna smash him.
Sure, I'm gonna hate having to kill you, says Gantu.
Again, that I don't know why that last D6 just doesn't show. You got how many dice do you have?
4.
Okay,
I'm going to reserve one, though, in case I need to spend it. So, yeah.
it's not a
Not that I
great
need to
roll.
tell you that.
No, that's fine. I'll spend a point and I'll say let's go 15 with a D8.
Woo! All right, 15. Oh, look at that!
What the?
All right, so I
Roll a
need.
D20s?
Oh,
Little did we know this was the final boss all along.
no, sorry, no.
Big bad evil guy in the campaign is a random guy on bike.
Oh, nope, sorry.
Turns out he's the dragon trying to get elected.
Oh, wow.
It's a miskey.
It's the Pumpkin King.
I say go with it, Bert. I'm all for this guy.
But I
We
tell you
want
what,
him to win.
I can spend a die to make that a 15.
Nice.
So he's gonna and much like you did earlier, he just takes it. Like you pound him, and he turns his shoulder so that he takes it right on the mom tattoo that's on his.
Oh shit! This is some
must
real
be a lovely
Arizona
woman.
shit here now.
Punch him in mom. Who's next gone to?
Oh my gosh. Ivan, I think, is probably the best damage
So
dealer
Ivan's
after-
driving. This guy's in the
shit,
back
that's
of the pickup. He can still do something. I
Yeah.
mean, he can try and swerve again since you
As a
guys
free
are.
action, can I yell brake check to Ivan?
Sure.
Yeah, we're on.
That's what I'm
mics.
saying. That's one of the nice things about playing a modern game is like table talk is fine because you
Yeah,
all
yeah.
can communicate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I yell brake check. Brace yourselves, everyone. Ivan?
I will break like a motherfucker.
Sure. Make me some kind of driving test there.
All right, I'm gonna do agility thief because I'm driving it like I stole it, and my rash decisions.
But are they really? Are they really?
Yep, that's the right pool. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. So that's what 7.
Yeah, easily. Actually, 7, 8, 9, 10. I still can't get over 6. All right. So he figures that you're going to do it, and he just kind of drops his center of gravity. So he surfs the back of the pickup. Right, he sticks his hands out. He's just doing a little bit of Maui surfing
He's
back
such a
there.
badass.
The most capable. Why isn't he running in this fashion?
Technology, take over wheel.
Yeah. I'll climb into the cab of the truck, and does it have a? Can I plug in with my vehicle control rig?
Yeah. Yep. It actually hasn't been used in a while. Got to blow the dust out of the cartridge slot.
So Techno Jesus is taking the wheel. Is that kind of what's
Yes.
happening?
Yeah.
Oh, jams it the plug in.
What do you want to do?
I want to. So I see him in the mirror, like
Well,
balancing, right?
you're jacked in now, so you've got all the car's sensors, so you get a complete 360 of the car. You know,
100% acceleration.
all right, all right. Give me a driving rule.
All right, let's see here.
So I would say that your drones won't help for this, but you tell me what you want to make your pool with.
Alertness. Hacker for
Sure.
approach. Okay.
Yeah. You can
and
be
then-
you can be taking the governors off the car so that it can go faster than it was meant to.
Sure. The vehicle control rig is a D6. I am a rigger. Technology overcomes all. Technology overcomes all, which is a D8, and that is, yeah, those 4. Okay. Whoa! There's my drive check.
Nice. All right, pick your difficulty.
15 is the difficulty.
All right, and again, he's just trying to he just go with the flow. You know, he's making it so that he can just kind of stick slow to the truck. Oh, what did you say it was again?
It's a 15.
Okay, I'm going to drop my D8, and he's going to keep at it. Nah, he was ready for it, man. As soon as you hit that acceleration, he just kind of did the little, made himself more aerodynamic, and he just goes along with it.
I want to use a point to get rid of them.
You can, if you want to spend and add another die in. The best I can do is a 16. He's got nothing else I can put in. So if you can get your difficulty over a 16
Yeah.
by adding another die in,
I'll spend the points because my 15 becomes an 18.
there you
And
go.
I just like casually flick the last governor off the acceleration, like bloop, and it just goes boop.
Yeah,
It's
this truck
here.
will be garbage afterwards. But yeah, he wasn't counting on that. He thought he had it last minute acceleration, and he's like he catches a bit of air and he gets flying like a kite. He's just taking off the back. He's just staring dead eyes into Gantu as he's going, doing the.
Kind of want to turn around and run him over now.
Really like that guy. Really, a lot of gumption.
I
Give
wish
me
he
your
could take
hand,
me
man.
off
Come on back up. Let's go.
Should we go catch him? Tie him up and be like, look, we just want to hire you.
You're my D20 asset die.
You can't be stopped. You're the fixer.
Yep. But since you overcame the governors twice on that truck, you're probably like mile away by the time he hits the ground.
Oh, that's awesome.
Flames shooting out of the exhaust pipes. and
Yeah.
shit.
All right. You've done the getaway. You can hear the sirens converging on the location quite a bit back. Lucky for you, it's fairly late at night. Not a lot of traffic because you're going 190. You can feel the pistons just bending in that engine. Actually, all of your since you're plugged in, it shows you all the metrics of your car. There's the red line, and then there's another red line, and then there's the I'm about to explode line, and you're like you're bumping that line.
Yeah, drive it till a rod flies out of the hood, and then be like, all right, we got to ditch it.
Yeah.
All right, but you guys are free. You're out. 2 more members down.
That's
It went
fantastic.
swimmingly.
Score 2 more for the good guys.
Could we potentially check like a news feed or something and see if Arendelle is Aaron dead?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you want to just scan the news lines, no. But there are reports already of the protest and gang violence and other stuff going on, but nothing else other than the normal body count. Hey, did you play the lotto tonight? How many people did you say were going to die by midnight?
Fantastic. It's like the opposite of David Lynch's Lucky Numbers series on YouTube, where he just like reads numbers and is a cute old man. It's like the exact opposite is like the death number total.
If you chose 15.5 thousand.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right, so we've got Fiorelli,
Alaire.
Xerxes. Alaire we already did. Alaire is the one that,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Arendelle is the one we hope the fire elemental is
Yes.
taken care of. Is it Taro? Is it Charlie something? Is that right?
Charlie Taro. Yeah.
Charlie Taro.
So yeah,
And then the Xerxes as well. So 3 more at least, if not
Yeah.
if Arendelle,
maybe 4.
maybe 4.
Yeah.
So Fiorel, Charlie Chero, Xerxes. I believe that's all. 3,
Yeah.
4,
Yeah,
5. Oh, well, the one that you
Arendelle.
might catch. Maybe Arendelle. You're not sure
Yeah.
about him yet.
Yeah. So I do not have leads on other 3. I think that I saw Guy Fieri in the store, in the building.
We have physical descriptions of them, right?
Yes, you do. You have photographs too.
Was
Yeah, we have those old-timey photographs,
Yeah.
right?
well, I wrote down red-haired woman. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's
For
Fiorel.
Fiorel.
Yeah.
Fiorel.
Yeah.
We saw her.
Yeah,
right?
Falk and I saw her in the building.
And we still have to figure out what happened. We don't have to, but if we can figure out what happened to the reporter lady, we can get that extra 15K or something.
Yeah.
I think there's only one way we're getting that information, and that's going into the
I was
nest.
just having that thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us throw caution to wind and go to APN and set alarms off.
Or we go in and say we survived the shit show tonight and need to report the losses we incurred.
Taking their truck back,
Okay.
if it makes it.
Yeah, I'm all right with
you
that.
know,
We'll start there.
we seem to murder most of the Halloweeners that saw us as adjutants, so maybe we'll be okay.
This is true. I'll go ahead and cast my mask back on Falk. That way we can take on the Victor and Kalk personas again.
Sounds good. I will make you roll because there's always a chance of some
Absolutely.
backlash with magic.
Sure.
Absolutely. So
I'm permanently an elf now. Oh no!
10, 8. So remind me again, real quick. What does my toxic shaman do?
You can add that to any roll that you want, but if you roll a 1 on that particular die, the die type goes up.
So I
Okay.
would go from a D4 to a D6.
Yep. I mean, it's useful to you, but as it gets higher, I may, under certain circumstances, use that die against you.
Okay.
Right. That makes sense. Double-edged sword.
Yeah, I won't use it for now, but here's my pool for transforming Falk. Ooh, I got a 1.
It's like the dark side. You can use it in any roll you want. Roll it as much as you want, Chuck.
Yeah. It's great. Yeah, so that's a 13 for my mask.
You rolled a 1 on a d6, so you do take a little strain. You got a d6 strain.
Okay.
Just gonna grab that die and stick it over here. All right, so you got a slight throbbing headache, but otherwise, Falk looks beautiful again.
You always were my friend, but now you can sneak into place better.
Oh, now I'm getting cocky over here with how good I look.
That is a thing you said, yes.
That's the correct response to my dumb bullshittery.
Okay. Not oddly enough, since you just saw everybody leave a few hours ago, most of the lights are off. The parking garage, there's a few very dim lights on. Most of the cars are gone. There's a couple of cars still in the lot. The only lights you really see are on the second floor, which you know is where the core members stay. They have offices and bedrooms there as well. Only one light is on.
Let's go to garage and park down there.
Get out and the truck just falls apart.
That's kind of perfect, actually.
Well, at least we got it back to them.
And let's, because there's no call button or anything on this elevator down here, is there?
Nope. As in, you can go to the second floor without any problem. You can just go in and
Right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then we do that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no reason not to.
If you guys want to bring, not that you need a map, but if you need to see it again, the second floor is in the handouts.
Okay.
All right. So only the residual backup lighting is on in the hallways. It's just dim enough that you won't, stumble over something and fall on your face. Only one light is really on, and it's this one over here. Just out. Well, I can't point to it. Darn it. Number 7 there, which is the door that Fiorel went into the last time you saw her. Right now, what's going on is a half-naked Xerxes. He's basically just wearing these leather chaps. He's bare-chested, and he's got the fire axe, and you can see his fists are bloody where he just beat in the glass and took the fire axe out. And he's just double-handing, trying to break through the door, and he's just screaming, "What did you do? What did you do?" And he's just slamming that axe into the door.
So this may lend credence, I say in the lowest whisper I can to over the comms. This may lend credence to this whole they didn't expect for shit to go down here. We could be the good guys who roll in and debrief Mr. Fire Axe Hole here.
Yes, let us go with that. And then we just have Gantu bash his head in.
I had another theory.
What you got?
Gantu is still holding out hope that the reporter lady is alive, and maybe she's been undercover as Fiorel or something and sabotage it or other. So that's the one thing I had. But yeah, we could start by talking to him, and then we'll smash.
Yes.
Get as much info as we can.
Yeah,
I'm the eternal
rage. He looks like he was just doing a line of coke right before this. I mean, his eyes are bloodshot. He's snarling. Elevator dings. He doesn't really notice. So he's in the middle of actions. So what do you guys do?
I've got a D8 grifter. Anyone got a better grifter?
You do it.
Same.
It's all you.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a D8.
You have a D8?
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
I'm a dwarf, so it's probably better that you do it anyway.
Sure.
That makes sense.
I'm like, whoa, hey, can we help? What's going on? Let's start pulling out. I don't even have a personal weapon.
That's fine.
I do. I have an ancient Viking axe. That's right. I put a D6 on it.
We don't need to go into combat. If you open up with words, he turns around. His eyes are just, they're dilated. He's got some blood on his face. He's got the axe, and he looks at you guys, and he's like, "Go get some guns. We need to blow this damn door down."
I have my big ancient Viking axe. I'm like, I'm going to chop down the door too. Let's do it.
He moves over.
All right. Start hacking away at the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna say we got caught in that shit show. Do you have any idea what happened? And while you're telling us, I'm gonna go look for something to blow this door down.
He's like, "She betrayed us all. She's been stealing data. I don't know who she's working for. We'll rip out her nails. We'll make her talk.
I feel like we should kill him
Slamming
now.
that ass.
Yeah.
You're damn
gonna
right
say-
we will. And then
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yes,
go up and smash
yes.
him. Yeah,
Exactly.
I am
Absolutely.
convinced.
Yeah.
I'm convinced.
Ganto, come help with this problem.
Yep.
I got a good smashing arm, and I'll run up and I'll smash him instead.
Go for it. Yep.
Okay. All right. Oh boy. Let me reset my. Oh, cool. It's still ready to go. Okay.
There you go.
And I do have 1d6, so let me roll that. Okay. So
19?
I'm gonna, because I don't want any shenanigans. I think I'm gonna spend a point and make that 22 with the D12 effect die.
Wow. Yeah, I can't beat that. I've only got 2 dice. So what does that look like?
Yeah. So I think I just come up behind him and I smash him, and my fist just goes right through his back and just out his stomach. And I think it continues forward and smashes the door that he's been smashing as well.
Hey, did you more than double his? See, I got a 14. You got a what?
22.
Oh, wow. Yeah, your fist goes through the door.
Yeah.
Through him and through the door.
I catch the fire axe like, ooh, cool.
He looks down at the fist through the door. He's like, I think you got the door.
And so I will yell out,
Clip that.
problem solved out here if you want to talk to more calmer folk. As I wipe my blood-covered.
Do we have to
fist
leave a
on something.
note on him or something?
You have an envelope you're supposed to leave on his body.
Yeah.
I will, once he falls to the ground, I'll tuck that envelope right into the new hole that was created.
And
As if a little mailbox had just sprouted on his body.
Right there.
Yeah.
Inbox 0, motherfucker. Waiting 1. And as you do that, and Gantu's trying to endear himself to potentially this undercover reporter, we're thinking, I'm just gonna give him double finger guns and kind of shimmy over his corpse to make it very clear we're not on his side.
I'm just playing a hunch. I'm gonna call out her name.
Okay.
The reporter lady.
I said go for it.
All right. Well, you hear then you hear another voice say, "Hey, we don't know who they are. Who's out there?"
What do we say? I mean,
Let's just tell them truth. Hey, my name is Ivan, and this is Gantu, and we just killed all these assholes.
And what the fuck is going on is that we've been murdering these motherfuckers one by one for like a week.
it's really fun.
I would recommend, but we got most job done.
All right. There's some talking inside. It's like, and the one that's not Carrie. Again, a feminine voice says, "Why are you killing everybody?"
We were paid?
Kill
The most-
everybody.
No, we were paid to
No.
kill these asshole leaders. We were also paid to rescue you by the people at the news agency. By, I don't know their names.
I'll reference. I actually do know the one guy's name that I met with. I'm
Yeah,
looking at my
Gantu
notes.
did point on that, so that would make sense.
So I like the guy I met in the guy I met in the van. I don't have his name on me, but I know him. Yeah, I don't see it, but it's
That's
the one
fine.
the one I had the meeting with. Sorry.
Yeah. Sure, Carrie speaks up again. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. I would like it if you would leave now.
Wait. We have other questions. Then we will leave. We wish no harm on you. You will not be touched. So you can stay in there and we will talk through hole in door.
All right.
Charlito Taro, do you know where they are?
The other voice answers, no. Charlie and Xerxes were doing some drugs. They had an argument, probably over me. Charlie went somewhere else. I don't know.
This is bad news bears. And what about Fierly? Fierly.
Yeah, that would be me.
Oh, good. You are the news reporter, though, yes?
The other voice says, no, that's me.
Friends, we are at impasse.
I mean, we already have a hole in the door.
No, hang on, calm down. Why was Xerxes trying to come in here and kill you, and why were he and Taro fighting over you?
All right. Well, Carrie speaks up. Fiorelli caught me last week stealing data, but she didn't turn me in. She wanted to know what I was doing. She helped me hide the data cluster so that it's still pulling data, and she hid me in a room. Xerxes found out a few hours ago, apparently.
Okay, and why are you helping her, Fiorelli? Fiorelli. I'm just gonna call you F.
Yeah, right. That's fine. I'm not sure how to pronounce myself. The APN, it started with a good set of beliefs, values that I very much believed in, but it's really gone astray. I didn't know what Xerxes was up to. Carrie here showed me some of the data and what they were trying to do. I just felt that I could help her.
Okay.
Well, we could probably, in that same transaction that makes your reporter friend safe, make sure you get out of here without, Mr. Taro detaching your head from your body. Like, why don't you come with us? We get both of you the fuck out of here, and then we take care of the rest of our contract. How about that?
Except I know how people like you work. If I'm on the contract, my head's on the platter.
Hey, listen, fancy magic shit. We can figure out a way around this, right? Right, Ivan. We can
come up with option. Yes, I honestly, I do not want to kill you either. You sound like not a terrible person.
Yeah.
How many elves have you killed in your life?
None.
And
Exactly.
how many did Xerxes kill?
Well, I thought none, and then Carrie here showed me the photographs, the videos.
I have a question. How much money can you give us to not kill you?
Oh,
I don't.
Kidding.
No, she's worth 20,000.
There is a hole in the door, so she's definitely hearing this. Look, if it's all about the money, I mean, I've got access to accounts.
Then by all accounts, come with us. We'll make sure you're safe.
Absolutely.
By every account.
You just hired yourself some bodyguards.
Like you said, it's all about money with us.
just a laugh. It's like, so no honor then, just money, huh? So
Well,
I've
no,
got
I mean,
to,
we try to do the right thing, but if you're going to pay us to do the right thing to secure your own sense of self, that's fine too.
Well, it's not my money, but okay. So you need to convince her. Somebody make a roll.
So, question on the job. I'm looking at my notes.
Mm-hmm.
Our job was to kill all 6, or do we get a payment for each one that we kill?
You're supposed to kill all the leadership, which was 6 plus Xerxes.
So Fioril, what are your plans now? Like, what are you like looking to continue the leadership of APN? Or are you just going to go to ground? If you're going to ground, we can work with this.
Well, the plan was to get Carrie out of here tonight during all the violence. I thought everyone would have left the building, but wasn't the case.
Listen,
Well, things did get carried away tonight, but it seems as though Gantu does have some thoughts about how we might secret your friend out and disappear you in the process.
Listen, I have been part of my job has been trying to find you and to ensure that you're alive, and if you weren't alive, I'm speaking to Carrie, of course, that I could pass to those who care about you, your coworkers, family, whatever, some closure. And you can verify this
while you're talking. And that sounds like a really good segue to a role there, Jeff.
Okay.
If you want to put me a little convincing pool together. But in the meantime, Techno G, you're getting an alert from the building. Earlier, you had hacked in, put a few bots in place. You're not sure what the alert is, but the building is sending out an alert. You want to spend some time to figure out what that code is?
Yeah, I better I better code whisper now.
Right. Yeah. Just make me some kind of hacking roll to trace that code back and
Okay.
figure out what that is for.
I'm gonna go with alertness since it's an alert. Alertness, hacker, 8d12.
Yeah, I don't. This ain't the greatest pool. D8 and 2d6s is pretty much all I can pull off here. So,
Right.
So
the
one
difficulty.
and so I rolled a 9, and you got a 1.
All right. Okay.
Holy
Okay.
jeez.
Yeah, she's not gonna go for that. Yeah, she still is, especially since of the background chatter you guys are having. She's still convinced that as soon as she opens this door, she's gonna get wasted. So she's like, look, everybody just back out to the elevators. I'll let Carrie out, and then I'm resealing this door. You guys do what you have to. Take her, get her out of here. But I'm not letting her out until you back off.
I'm okay with this. Listen,
How'd
lady.
Techno G do?
I got an 11 with a D12.
All right, so you pull up some technical manuals. You know, it's a very obscure code. It's not in the normal directory. You've got to go down to like the bare metal programming and figure out what that is. That's interesting. So it's controls the power, controls. That's a bomb. That's a countdown.
Oh,
Well, that solves our problem. I'm like, in the cons, I'm like, hey guys, there's a bomb in the building. We should go, and we should definitely make sure she stays.
What you're able to track down, since that was a fairly good difficulty roll there, is that it was activated by one of your missing folks here.
Oh,
Ooh.
Charlie Terrell?
Yeah, Charlie Chero activated a detonation.
well then, we will totally get. We're going to back up the elevator. Gantu, could you pick up Xerxes' body for me?
Yep. So I'm just gonna
Yeah.
reach in, grab him from the new hole that I gave him, throw him.
Oh,
I'll make
There's a
sure.
letter in
carry him like a six-packer.
I'll make sure I grab the letter when it gets pushed out. All right, we are in elevator. Please send Carrie out.
Okay.
No funny business, we promise.
The door opens just enough for a slim, late 20s girl to slip out. It is the secretary that you saw in the files that was let go a
Okay.
week ago. And so she's got a pretty good makeup on, so she doesn't look like the photo of the news reporter you have, but same build, same general facial structure.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like, I guess you guys are getting paid to get me out of here. She turns around and is like, look, she really did do everything she could to help me.
We wanted to help her get out of here too. We weren't kidding. I mean, we do like to get paid, but we're not monsters. So
There's-
if you want one last chance of convincing her, this is your time.
Listen, I understand her fear of safety with us. I do not want to push her to do this. She can stay there in the room where she's safe. Carrie, you come with us. The only reason we took the job is because the APN people were killing elves, and we wanted to stop them. Racial crime is bad news, bears. So we will, yes, let's all just get out of the elevator and let's all just leave the building. And she stays here where she is safe. If she wants to contact us, she gets you, and we help her find a safe place.
Nice. All right. If no one else is going to try and convince her, you guys hit the elevators. Unfortunately,
I think me offering that one last chance was me. Like that was my one shred of humanity that was left, with not just letting the bomb take out fear.
okay. Well, if you honestly did make another attempt, go ahead and roll it.
Ellie in the building. All right, let me see. D12 for mastermind, D10 intelligence seem okay.
Sounds good.
And sneaky is my distinction. Asset, don't really have one. Okay, I'm gonna roll it. So not the worst.
Jeez. Yeah, she's just not being convinced. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
It's on her.
I did what
It's
I
on
could.
her. I know.
Yeah.
We tried.
So if you notice, I've got this little threat clock that just went up. You guys hit the elevators and you hit the buttons. No go. One of the things the countdown thing did is shut down the elevator systems.
Down the
I
stairs. Down the
Yeah,
stairs.
that took
Hold
an
on,
action.
I'll turn them back on. Just give me
Are
a
there
second.
windows?
There are windows. It's a second floor, but
I'm
there
gonna
are
go run
windows.
and jump out the window. It's only a
Yeah,
second floor. It's
fantastic.
only a second floor. I'm mostly made out of chrome anyway.
Yep.
So come with me, Carrie, if you want to live.
Are you going to grab her, or are you just jumping out by yourself?
Okay, so I'll say, so I'll actually say, if the elevator's not working, it's the second floor. We're okay. So I'm gonna say, let's just go to the window and hop on out. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I'm looking at everybody at this point.
I think this is a bad idea, but I will follow.
I can just turn the elevators back
No,
on.
this is cowboy time. Let us jump.
Right.
We have to jump out as it blows up. Got it.
So as you're talking, the
Oops. did I say
threat
no?
clock ticks up.
Let's go.
So,
Time to go.
Let's just go. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why we're
Let's
waiting.
go. I'm
break
ready
the
to the
window.
window.
The damn bomb. Let's go.
Here, the drones come and shoot the whole window out.
Okay.
Okay, good. Because I was going to say the first one that goes through is going to take some damage from the glass. You shoot down. Yeah, sure. Your drones shoot out a window.
Oh no, Xerxes was going to take the damage. Don't worry. I'm going to use him to surf down.
As Gantu is trying to do this and jump through this new hole, because it sounds like you're the most gung-ho, I am going to try to make a trash slide with my trash magic. A little slide for you to go down.
Nice.
Okay. It's going to take up a tick. Go ahead. Make your magic roll.
All right, I'm going to spend to give myself an extra asset, which is Oscar, because I'm going to have him try to shepherd this home for me.
Remember, Oscar is
too far out.
He's too far out.
Okay, because he is tied to that location.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, in that case, I've got my pool ready. All right.
I mean, you can give him a new home, but that hasn't been done yet. So
Okay, fair. I may have to make a trip. Okay, gotcha. Talk to Oscar about that. Let me just double check, make sure I have nothing else that'll help. Yeah, it looks like that's what I've got.
Okay. That's good. Your spell goes off. You've got a slide. All right. So who's the last out and who's taking carry?
I'm not leaving until Carrie goes. Like so I'm making sure because that's been his priority. So
Thanks for those bits, Lich.
I
Oh,
think
thanks,
we
Mitch.
try to get you with Xerxes and Carry out first, because without you three, there's no payday, right?
Okay.
So that seems like a high priority.
yeah. So I'll reach back. Listen, look at my face. I've got honest eyes. Let's go. We got to get out of here. Come on.
Trash slide.
Yeah.
Slide.
It's safe. There's a trash slide.
Yep. So I just need to know who's taking the girl, or she can go by herself. She can just jump down the slide too.
Yeah.
But who's last is the other thing.
Not me. I am ready to get out. I do not want to explode.
I think I might be last, like focusing on the trash slide. Like I think maybe I'm last.
Awesome. All right. So getting down the slide is going to tick us over to our 6, which means we have a detonation. Okay. So you guys are out of the building, but you're not out of the threat of falling masonry and stuff like that. So I would like all of you to defend against this.
Oh my gosh.
70-20s.
11 is what you need to defend against.
Agility.
You said it's 11 is what we need?
It's yep. Oh shoot. I'm sorry guys. Those didn't actually roll. They just put for whatever reason they didn't roll. They just put let's try that again. It's still an 11. Yeah.
Nice. Fate intervened.
You can get 12 if you wanted, right? 3 and 9.
I could. Yeah.
So using my little
8,
pips, can I bring in an additional thing?
Yes. You can spend a chip to add an additional dice to your total, except you can never add a 1, which I take. So you actually don't have an extra
Oh
die.
shit. All right,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is gonna hurt. I only have 2 dice I can.
Now you can spend a die to roll another category of something that you haven't used yet.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, that hurts.
God, what am I gonna do? I already did those 3. I'm going to use my fire spells to try and give me a little rocket boost.
Yeah, that
So I'm
sounds
gonna
perfectly. Yeah, so
roll
roll
it.
that die.
Oh, I should have added. Okay,
Okay, I got a 12 then.
I know what I've got.
All right. Did anyone not make an 11?
So I did not. I would have to spend to add another die, right? That's the best way I could do that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to spend to try my Summon City Spirits to alter the trash slide that I made to make it more of a trash shield.
Okay.
Let me roll that D8. Seven, that will let me beat it.
Okay. Unfortunately, why I asked if anybody grabbed Carrie, she did not make it.
Oh,
So she gets hit by some masonry falling down.
I have to do another roll because I rolled 2 with a 9, so I'll spend a point
Sure.
to have my drones come try to sweep me up, like a couple of them just come.
Nice. Yeah.
I'll just grab
Just
onto
give
the-
you enough of a
just enough,
boost.
yeah. So I'll roll one more D8. Oh,
Oh. All right. So
I don't
does that
make
mean
it.
you failed?
I failed, yeah. And I got a 1, so
Okay. Yeah. So I take that. All right. So you and Carrie, it wasn't too bad. You got hit by some falling masonry, D8 damage to both of you. Now, the thing about Carrie, however, is that as an NPC, any damage is going to be lethal damage. So she gets hit real hard, and she ain't doing so good. What can you do to save her?
we have something from when Falk got
In the
hurt,
van,
right?
but I don't
I've
think
got
we have
the-
the van here.
I've got the F&8 kit in the van. It's parked around the corner, isn't it? Pretty sure we parked it around the corner.
I think before we started all this, right? We took
That's
2
how we got
vehicles
here.
and consolidated, I
Right.
think.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's how we
yeah.
got here initially.
All right, let's
Uh,
run her ass to the fucking van then.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do
Is
we want to do?
anybody a
with Zerx?
medic or have any kind of background in health
No.
care of some sort?
I think that's
No.
what we encountered when I got hurt too, is that none of us do. Yeah.
Just leave Xerxes here. I would say just drop him. I'll throw the envelope on
With a
him.
note.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm making rolls for her. She just failed another one, so she's staging up. All right. So I'm gonna say you guys parked your car on the street because you didn't want to take it into the parking garage, right?
Correct.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. So we'll say with that roll, you get to the van. Someone needs to get out the kit and apply it, which will take another round. Okay. Somebody make me some kind of medicine roll to keep her breathing. She got clocked in the head. There's a lot of blood. Scalp wounds bleed a lot, so maybe it's not bad, but her eyes are dilated. She doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Somebody use that first aid kit and make me a roll.
Would you say intelligence would apply here at all?
Definitely. Yep.
I've got decent. I kind of feel like I tend to do brainy things at times. So I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna try to decipher the things that are in this kit and see what will be best for her.
Because people are lost a lot of common sense in the future. It's just a bunch of icons. Like it's got a picture of a head, somebody slapping the thing on the side of the face,
I love it.
Oh, there you go.
pulling the
absolutely
ripcord.
The kid is a D6, Brendan.
Okay, cool. I'll add that in. Attribute, intelligence, that's a D10. Distinction, not really helping me there. No. And you said D6 for the kit? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so what you want is the effect die.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
I'm going to keep the D12 as the effect die and the 9
Okay.
and 6 as the, yeah.
You stabilize her. You're pretty sure she has some concussion, but her breathing is better. The drugs basically just put her right into a medical coma. So if you can get her to a hospital, she'll be fine. You've stabilized her.
Let's go.
I just followed the pictograms. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Techno juice. Step on it.
Technology kind of just stumbles into the van because I took a D8. I'm like, I'm on it.
And I'm gonna call the contact that I had that gave me the job to begin with, and tell him to meet us at that hospital.
That's a good
So
idea.
we've got her.
All right. And because it is the game that it is, as you peel out of the parking lot. It's only one road going out, and you jump the curb and you're heading in that direction, and then standing in the road in front of you, the freaking rocket launcher on his shoulder
No.
is the APN member that started the self-destruct sequence. So what I'm going to do is I'm
terrible.
dropping a die from my pool to let him go first.
Just remember that the truck is a D8. It's bulletproof, but it's not explosion proof.
Who is behind the wheel?
Dan too. Oh no,
I'm-
it's
I'm-
Techno.
Yeah, I don't drive.
Yeah, I'm on the vehicle control rig,
Okay.
so I can just do it mentally because I'm painfully anguished currently.
Okay. So whoever is piloting the vehicle needs to get out of the way of this rocket that's just been launched.
Right.
That is let's see. I want a high effect. So. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a. I'm gonna go all in, man.
Oh, boy.
13. We'll keep it at a 13. All right. 13's the difficulty.
All right.
So
Okay.
tell me what you do to get her out of that missile coming at you.
Because I'm traveling at the speed of thought, because I'm jacked into it, I'm going to try to evade the rocket as soon as, like, I'm judging. As soon as he presses that trigger, and the smoke trail starts, that's when I know where I can go to move out of the way.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Oh, crapola! Look at that. I guess I can do the 14. You said a 13, right?
13. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can do 14 with a D12 effect. Smack it back at him, and he blows up.
Well, that's just the thing. If you can get your score to a 20, you can do that.
Oh yeah.
If you can get 6 over what he rolled, you can return some damage.
So I could run him over.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So like you can spend a chip, you can add another die in. If that can get you 6 over his, if that gets you to 20, then you can have well, you want to do that?
Yep, let's do that. 16,
right.
that puts me at a 23, and then the effect die is a D8.
Okay. D8. You hit him with a car.
Bam!
You really D8 that bumper.
Is he stuck to the front? We're like, Gantu, come get some trash off the front.
I kind of like where my doom pool is right now, so I am not going to spend anything to save him. So he gets various bits of him for proof on the undercarriage of your van.
Nice. Kick ass.
That a boy, Techno G.
So Arundel's our only one holding out.
Mm-hmm. So, where are you heading? I will remind you that this building just exploded, which is right next door to a major arcology that has a lot of security forces. So they're already
Mobilizing.
I thought we're going to the hospital.
Going to
with
the
Carrie.
hospital. Yeah.
Going to the hospital. Okay. This is
Throw
why I
some
kept
lights
the
up on
dice.
top of the van. Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah, as fast as you are, Techno G, the hovercraft and the hover tanks that are sent out by the arcology behind you have already blocked off all the roads from the explosion. They've got checkpoints set up. You're not the only other car on the road, and so they're checking people as they're going through.
Okay.
So are you going to queue up, or do you want to try and find another street that maybe hasn't been blocked yet?
What do you think, guys? The car's bulletproof.
It is,
SUVs.
but they have goddamn flying tanks.
I know.
And we didn't do anything wrong.
We blew.
We didn't blow it up.
We didn't blow up the building.
We killed the guy that blew up the building, actually. We did something good.
Talk about that sentence you just said, friend.
He fired a rocket launcher
Let
at us.
us
Of course I
try
hit
and
him with my
find
van.
alternate route. Like,
There are bits of Charlie Terrell all over the front of the car.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
when you say that, I just lean out the window and look at the chunks sloughing down the fucking hood.
There's an
His
ear
brain was
caught.
in my way.
There's a little ear caught underneath one window wiper, and it's just kind of
Hey, don't lose
the
it.
blood
Grab that.
all over the
Yeah,
place.
I'm going after it while
3,000.
you're saying this. I'm going after it while you're saying this.
We are terrible.
All right.
Yeah.
If you want to find an alternate way, no, I mean, you've got your GPS and you've got your grid and all that. So you're the one driving Techno.
Can
So if you
I-
want to make me some kind of roll to find an alternate approach, and it's going to be a
Yeah.
contested.
I want to find a large culvert that we can drive through and get out of their closing net.
So I'll roll first because you get to know what your difficulty is.
Okay. Oh yeah, it didn't roll that 5th die. I just saw that.
Oops.
Jeff, you've been having problems with that too, eh?
Yeah, it only ever seems to roll 4 for me.
Sorry, my roll buttons aren't working tonight for some reason. There we go. I'm going to make this at least a little hard for you. So we'll call it, you know what, 14. It's going to be a 17. Why not? It's the end of the night. I'm going to blow my entire pool.
All right.
Ow.
So to find a way out, you've got to beat that 17.
All right. Intelligence, hacker, drones as
Yep.
Overwatch,
Mm-hmm.
technology overcomes all.
Remember, other people can help if you can
Like
think of
who?
how you're directing him to get out of the way.
I'd like to use clairvoyance to scout the street he thinks is best once he determines it.
What's your magic die?
My magic die for that one is a D10.
Okay.
It's my best magic die.
Another D10 from Falk.
Take
Okay.
a D8 from me. You can have my detect enemies spell.
Oh,
Nice.
There we
Okay.
go.
D8.
All right.
Hey, Adam.
Let's see if it rolls all 6 of these. Yeah, there we go.
All right. Now, so here's the thing. I mean, you only get to add 2 dice. You need to
Right.
beat a 17, so you'll have to spend some chips.
I'll have to spend 1 chip, but then I get to, you said a 17?
17.
You can hit a 20 if you spend 1 chip to add another die.
I can hit a 21. 15 and 6. That's 21. Yeah, I'll spend that 1 chip for the 21.
Okay. All right. You find miracle upon miracles. You find a back access road that they use when they're working on the electrical grid out this way. And you backtrack it that way. You get out right before they start doing a spiral search pattern to look for anything. You see the spotlights beaming down from the skies as they're sweeping the streets, and you get out just before that happens.
Nice. Good teamwork.
Heading for the hospital was your thing, right?
Yeah.
We should probably stop and get the non-ear parts of Charlie Taro off the front of the... I think the next thing I have to build into the SUV is like a pressure washer. So
Right.
A cow catcher?
Yeah.
A cow catcher, and then just a big overhead pressure washer, like roll cage.
A water
The
cannon,
custom
but we
welded
can
roll
actually
cage.
aim it down at it.
Okay. Do you just drop her off? Does anyone stay with her? What's your plan?
So I was trying to call the contact that I had.
Yeah. All right.
So would he, and I told him to meet us here, and like I would impress the urgency of the situation.
You tell him why.
I'll say that she's been injured, but she's alive.
Okay. So you do tell him that you found her. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
Oh
All
yeah,
right. Fair enough.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He says, I'll be right out to the hospital.
Are you gonna?
Awesome.
Do you want us all to stay? Can't you?
I mean,
Just in case.
like, yeah, I mean, we probably, I mean, like, at least stay in range, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't want to leave you there alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll definitely stay
There's
with you.
not a, there, like, I mean, with how things are going, 50-50 chance this guy's not like, you know, working for like one of the other cartels or something like that she already outed, and now he just wants to take her out too. So like, I feel like I mean, like, I also
I'll
need
stay
the
with
money, and so that's the other
Yeah,
thing.
I also need money.
Yeah.
So yeah, Falk and I'll stay then,
Yeah.
and then Ivan, Techno G, maybe just stand by
We're
nearby.
gonna go get the SUV a wash.
Yes, we'll go.
Nearby.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you notice that your car vehicle isn't the only vehicle that's painted with blood tonight. There are various other parked cars that are just like, someone took some cattle blood and threw all over it. That's what it looks like. It's a Pollock painting on a car with blood. Look, there's 3 of them.
Maybe I should
yeah.
leave it.
When we step out of the car and on the way to the hospital, I see someone looking, and I say, "I apologize for this.
Oh my
I know
gosh.
it's ghastly."
They shoot you. No.
Clipping that.
All right. About 20 minutes later, he pulls up in this beater of a car. He looks like he was probably already asleep when you called. He's just, he's throwing on some clothing, shirt's on the wrong way. His tie is just hanging around his neck. He runs in. If anyone's like, is anyone in the hospital, or did you just drop and stay outside?
Falk
Anyone
and I
staying
are
with her?
I think
Falk and I, we're gonna go
we
with- yeah.
we want to protect our paycheck and her
Right.
because we're not monsters. We're
Exactly.
kind of monsters,
Do
but not
either of
totally.
you have real sins?
I
Minus fake.
I do, but I have. Yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
All right. Well, they take her right into the emergency room. When her colleague comes, like he's still got a couple of 3 cigarettes shoved in his mouth that he throws at the outside of the hospital when he comes in. He sees you guys, since he's talked to you before, gone to. And it's like, what's the situation? Oh, why are you covered in blood? Shouldn't you be seen by a doctor or something?
No, this isn't mine. Listen, so long story short, you don't need to know every single detail. All right. She's alive. She's got a concussion. All right. They're looking at her now. She's going to be all right. You're going to want to make sure she, goes under a bit. You want to make sure she stays hidden. And I believe the deal was $20K. I'm not trying to be indelicate, but.
Oh, no. I know how this works. He just flips over a chip to you.
Okay.
Go ahead and scan it. It's fine. It's fine. I imagine you don't want to hang around for a Lone Star to show up. I'll take over from here.
Okay. So when I mentioned him to Carrie through the door, did she have any reaction, like as if she knew who he was?
Yeah, she definitely did.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, I work with him.
Then at this point, like, I don't know, I feel like we just have to roll the dice, so to speak. I don't know. What do you think? Falk?
I don't mind clairvoying into her room for a bit. If you carry my inert body around for me.
Yep. So I'm gonna punch a hole through Falk's stomach, and so I'll lift him up.
6-pack.
That's just how I carry people. I'm sorry.
You make your own handles. It's just how it is. Okay, Fall.
I can
Make me
handle
roll.
that. Okay.
Make me roll.
All right. Doing it. It's D10 is my detection magic. Distinction talent. Okay. Distinction is shaman. Give me
And that-
just a sec.
The chip, by the way, like
Yeah.
if I scan it, is it the $20K that we agreed?
Let's see what happens here
Oof.
first.
Okay.
I'll give you 2 1s there, Bert.
Well, this is magic, so that's
Oh,
not
right.
2 1s. What happens here is that's a D10, D12. You just smacked yourself into a coma.
Okay.
You tried to go clairvoyant, and it's something pops in your
I'm
brain.
still not recovered from that last thing.
Yeah.
And I'm being greedy about my
Yeah.
magic use tonight.
Of course, Gantu, you don't have any idea because this
No,
is
you're
what
just
happens.
carrying me.
Yeah, this is what happens when he goes clairvoyant. Gantu, so you flip it. The agreed upon amount is in there. There's an extra 5K. But you notice that this is a corporate chip. It's Horizon.
Well, shit. And so the company, the company she works for was she used to work for was like a news agency, right? Like, wasn't it like that's what she worked for? And
Yes.
okay, and Horizon was like the bigger, like kind of like entertainment.
Well, Horizon's come up before.
Yeah, the first one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's not connected to Horizon in any way, but that name's come up before for your
Okay.
group.
So is he still nearby, or did he already move into her room?
Oh yeah, he's already gone to the room.
Okay. I'll get on the horn with Ivan and Techno G, and I'll fill them in, and I'll be like, strangest thing, we got the 20K extra 5. Damn Horizon folk, it's a corporate account. What y'all make of this?
This man
Also, Falk is taking a nap on my shoulder.
Falk is sleepy. Listen, this is odd,
Yeah.
but we have the money.
Okay.
I don't
Put it
know.
into the anonymous account, and don't keep the chip.
Okay.
But
All
yeah,
right.
What was our deal with Horizon on the first gig? Do we remember?
That was the first. That was when we ran Fate, right? Like that's when Horizon was popping up a
Yeah.
lot. I don't think.
Yeah, so just as a reminder, Horizon was the shady company that came out that you were thinking that was who started the whole problem. Like they're the ones that planted the her original manager to make her believe that he had done something wrong with the contracts.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, with that in mind, I'll.
If you got bad feeling, I'm okay acting on it.
I'm just a little, curious is all. Right. This is the second time we've run into these folk, and they ain't the. I don't know. They give me the heebie-jeebies. Maybe we don't got a whole lot of attachments to her, but I'm not a cruel man.
Should we stick around to protect her, or just go steal her out and take her somewhere else?
I don't know. Let me just go take a peek really quick.
You want backup? I come. Start fire.
Yeah.
So do you just leave Falk over your shoulder, or do you sit him down somewhere, or he still hasn't come back?
You can put me in a chair if you
Okay.
want.
I'm gonna put him in a chair, and I'm gonna take a second to pose him a little bit. Yeah.
Like he's taking
How
a
are you
nap.
doing it? Because I'm gonna keep that pose for the remainder of the stream.
I'm gonna have his arm lift up, and I'm gonna tilt his head right into his armpit, like he's just constantly sniffing his armpit.
Nice.
It's wonderful.
As I walk away.
Murder over children. Here.
So, Brendan, just so you know how that works. So you rolled the 2 1s. One of them is a D10.
Yeah.
And that D6 stages that D10 up to a D12, which makes you
Oh.
unconscious. Not
Gotcha.
dead, just unconscious. But if you take any more damage, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna take a nap. Is kind of what I'm getting at, everybody.
So Gantu, her door is left just slightly opened, and you see her co-worker has gotten a syringe out, and he's fumbling with the saline bag, trying to figure out
Charging
where
right
to-
at him. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll charge right at him.
All right. I literally have 1 die in my pool right now, so you take him out.
Okay.
All right. So yeah. So what do you do? You're in a hospital.
I'm not looking. I mean, like, I would say I'm probably not looking to kill him, to be honest. Like, I'm probably just looking to disable him.
Right.
And then I'm gonna close the door and wait for Ivan to arrive, and maybe Techno G if he's coming too, and then we'll figure that out at that point.
Yeah.
Just getting the last of the brains off the front grill.
Yeah, I'll already be heading in.
Okay. And I'll be updating them exactly what's going on.
It's a really busy night in a hospital that sees a lot of trauma victims around this time. So nobody's paying you attention. I mean, normally they wouldn't let you just go back to, the the ER ward, but there's no one here. They're understaffed.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw the drones up to make sure he doesn't have anybody else with him.
Okay.
More people coming. Surveillance.
Gantu, now you've got a few moments before everyone else arrives. You notice that the first thing he did when he walked in the room is he disabled the cameras to the room.
Okay. Probably should continue to leave them disabled. I would think if I'm going to be keeping this guy, that might attract locals. If there's any security in the hospital. So I mean, I'm on the horn with you the whole time. So like with you guys the whole time, I'm deferring to your tech wisdom, Techno G.
Yeah. I don't want to hack into a hospital and take out all the cameras, but I would definitely.
Maybe you put that one camera on loop.
Yeah, sure. I can send a signal.
Yeah, I can't defend against it. So you basically just go back in the archives, 5-10 minutes worth of film from that room and just stick it in loop. Sounds good. So what do you guys do? You're in the room.
Okay.
She's stable. They did a pretty good job. If you look at her chart, and it's basically just they're going to keep her in a coma for another day or two just for her body to heal, bring her out. Prognosis is good.
What floor are we on?
This is ground floor.
All right.
Get ready to jump out another window. Is he conscious, or is he?
It's up to you. Yeah,
Okay,
however you wanted to.
I would say
subdue him.
I would want to disable. I want to subdue him, but I would probably keep him conscious for a moment.
It's can it be like a Princess Bride situation where I'm like true blur?
No, you're completely out, which is odd, by the way. I mean, he's still gone.
Yeah.
So you.
Cross that bridge when we come. So I mean, I do. Excuse me. I do want to kind of threaten him and intimidate him and try to get some kind of information, like what is the hell going on, man? And I will. I have a talent called intimidating demeanor, so I'm just going to sit on top of his chest, and I'm just going to put my foot, which has got a shotgun in it, right under his chin, and I'm going to say, "Best explain yourself pretty quickly. We don't want to have anybody losing their heads."
Oh yeah. He's not up for the rough stuff. I mean, he just spills the fact that after she went missing, he got just a random email with money attached to it saying that if he should ever find where this woman is, that he should get back in contact with them. He's given $5,000 just to do that. So as soon as you called, he dropped a message and they told him, if you kill her, there's $100,000 in it for you. Or if you make sure she doesn't make it out alive, there's $100,000 in it for you.
Okay. Can we Techno-G, can you scrub those messages so we can get those messages and see if we can track them back at some point? Like it's not priority right now, but
Yeah, I also while that's all going on and I'm in the hospital camera system already, I'm scrubbing any visions of you there, just in case someone comes looking for us.
And then I feel like we should smash him, knock him out, and like replace him in the bed. And
get his account number first.
Get Carrie the hell out of there.
You can just take his pan, his personal device, if you want to do that. So what do you want to do with him?
I mean, I'm not looking to kill a guy, but like I will smash him. I'll not. I mean, once he gives me the answers, I'll knock him out, and then I'll put him in the hospital bed and we'll take Carrie with us.
Oh, you're gonna take Carrie. Okay. Well, her chart says she's stable. The only thing she's on is just some saline.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm going to need then, we'll use this to wrap up the night with any luck. I need a roll to get her out of here without anyone noticing. So tell me how you do it.
Okay.
And then we'll see what we need for a roll.
Were there any wheelchairs along the way?
Of course.
So.
Yeah.
Let's grab a wheelchair, and
another for Falk.
Yeah. And then
Falk's still out when you go into the lobby area. Falk's still out drooling on himself.
Right into his armpit.
I'll go in and get him after I'm done hacking through everything.
Okay.
Do you have any ability to like make? I mean, like we could either just try to grab a white coat somewhere, and one of us just looks like
we could set off fire alarm and escape in chaos.
Chaos is our modus operandi.
I don't want to chaos a whole hospital.
Yeah, there's probably decent people in here that might.
That's a line too far, guys.
Listen, it was just option. I was playing into my strengths.
Let's call that Plan B.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe someone grabs. Yeah, I think someone just grab a white coat and just kind of make it look like we know it was. You said it was busy, and we just make it look like we know it.
All right. So who grabbed the coat and who's being the face of this group?
Oh, Gantu's being the face. I'll go steal a coat.
All right, you're stealing a coat, and so you're the one that's going to be. Oh, doctor, what's going on with this patient?
Listen, they have quite bad anemia, and they need fresh air to. Listen, I am intern. Please don't tell my attending. I actually put this one in wrong room. Please don't tell attending. I do not want to get another mark against me.
Oh, I like it. I tell you what, go ahead and assemble me a pool to convince these
Yeah.
nurses. But I'll give you a D8 because they're like, oh yeah, we don't want more interns not being here. We need you guys.
Yeah. Uh,
Hiring crisis, medical crisis.
Yeah.
so I'll take a 16. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. No one's in the pool. So you're good. They're like, right. I'll cover for you. Just get it fixed.
Thank you so much. You were kind and great, and I will bring cookies in one day and share with you. Thank you so much.
Macaroons.
Oh, you got
Those
friend.
are good. Those are good.
All right. So you get out of the hospital with Falk
Okay.
and your reporter. And I guess you head for safety. All right. So here's how we're gonna wind up the session to see if you get all 7 members or not. Friendin, since you have been unconscious and unable
Sure.
to take part,
Sure.
I want you to roll me a D%, and you tell me low or high before you roll.
I'm gonna go low.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay, so the last member of the APN, knowing that something was going on, was going to skip town, thought about not going home first because wasn't sure how far along this has gotten, risks it anyway. And so in the morning's newspaper, when they give out the death tallies and winners can come and claim their winnings, there's a side note, 4th page, buried deep on the scream sheet is information about a house fire set in a certain brownstone downtown. Unidentified burnt body found in the building.
Yes.
Boom.
Right.
Right.
We're pros.
We did it.
We did. This is
You
great.
might say he made an error in all his judgment.
So I'm assuming you left jerseys around somewhere where his body didn't get burned, but with the envelope on him.
Yeah, we just left him in the front yard there at the
There you
APN building. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Well, that will end our Cortex run. We'll start up our next episode if you guys want to continue with the new system.
Absolutely.
We'll have some talks about which one it is, but let's go ahead and sign off. So I'm Bert, run a little podcast called Of Steam, Steal, and Murder. Yes, I haven't posted in 6 months. Yes, there's something coming. We did have a Halloween game that was quite fun. I'll post that as soon as I am able. Chuck.
Oh, man. Defenders of Cobalt is where you can find me. Twitch.tv/Defenders of Cobalt. We run shit on Wednesdays and Fridays. I also run stuff on Saturdays. You can either find us there at Free League Publishing or Goodman Games Official. We alternate on our Saturdays. We got a couple zines out you can go check out. Dan Dies in the End and our Halloween 2020. Both up for sale on DriveThruRPG.
Christopher.
I'm Christopher from Two Old Guys Games. I am also twitch.tv/alltherPGs, where on Wednesdays we're doing Starcrawl and a pirate campaign. And then starting this Thursday on Goodman Games Official, we have the Swashbucklers. We're going to start with Sinking the Stercorarius and get into some piratical disaster action. And all of our products are available on DriveThruRPG and 2oggames.com.
Jeff.
Yep, Jeff, Adventures in Lollygagging, twitch.tv/lollygaggers. We play different tabletop games every other Monday, most Thursdays, and usually a Friday or a Saturday. We're also on Free League Publishing on the opposite Mondays, including tomorrow. So if you want to come by and watch a couple of us, so Chuck, myself, Bert, play some Vase, you should do that, 9 Central, and say hi. That's it.
And Friendin.
Hi, I'm Friendin. I draw it for tabletop. You can find me at twitch.tv/Friendin, just like in here. And I stream most weekdays from like noon to 3. I stream like 2, 3, 4 hours a day sometimes making tabletop art. So come say hi. I made all the art in those zines that Chuck was talking about, and I make them live on stream. So thanks for watching tonight, and check out everybody's Discords that's in this group too. They're all good folks to hang out with.
All right. Good night, guys. Thanks for watching.
Good night, guys.
All right.
Let's see. Where's the end? There it is. All right. Bye.